Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another WRC video. This time around we're doing two stages at once, round 2 and round 3 in the Rally Chile Bio Bio. Once again participating in the Amigos Racing League, and we're going to be starting it off as we are trying to get underway here. And we'll see how it's going. Starting off well, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Getting the car started, and guess what? The car doesn't turn at all. What has happened here? That is not how we should be supposed to start this rally. And coming to a stop. And you might be wondering, what has happened here? Well, we've got some bad news. Our rally was over before it even started. It turned out that we had some technical issue with the wheel. The wheel wasn't detected by the game, and therefore we were out before it even started. Now I finished P10 myself, as Horizontus was once again at the top here. No surprises, but that is quite the shame. And now we get into the third stage, where the issue was luckily resolved. This rally could already be seen as a massive failure that way. Fortunately out of our control. Well, I guess we could have checked it better, but that is not the way to go with this. And let me tell you, stage 3 here was quite the tricky one. 18.7 kilometers at the Maria Las Cruces stage here. 3, 2. We're gonna start it. Now if you want to join our club, as always, feel free to make your way over to the Discord and club, linked in the description. You can find it, you can participate with us, and maybe we'll call you out on our video as well. So here we go. We are well underway with what was proving to be a very difficult stage, but already you can tell the difference between how Sven's approaching this. Now sure, it's a little bit slower through there. It could be worse. I actually hit the wall there. I was off to a worse start than him. I was a little bit too excited to get it going. You can tell that the confidence is building up over the stages, which is pretty good to see. Especially if you are like Sven. I don't have that many hours on the game just yet. It is definitely the change up. And so far all is going well. Coming into third there, almost losing control of the car. Able to keep it going in the right direction. Something they desperately need. That's coming out. Now medium right. Coming into place. That was good so far. Getting close to the walls now. Getting more confident on this, let me tell you, but then very fast, so a good adjustment would need to be made, and very successful at that. Great to see just how much more pace there is in this next time around, and getting so close with the wall, and then unfortunately hitting those bollards. That's going to cost some time here. Now we're just having the car to get us turned as soon as possible, because this is costing us precious time.
And easy left. Easy right to the crest.
That is not how you want to do it. That's unfortunately how that has gone.
Medium left.
Pushing in for a little bit more.
Left.
Will definitely be possible.
Medium right.
Just how do you actually get there? That's what I mainly wonder.
Into hard right.
Hard right coming out, and once again just proving to be such a tricky stage, right?
Hard right to the crest.
Just showing how incredibly intense Chile is. Plus, keep in mind that the tire wear is absolutely crazy on this one. That was definitely my biggest culprit into this.
Medium right to the crest.
It just makes this one so difficult. I have to be honest here, I was not used to it. I was not ready for it in the first place.
Medium left.
Crest coming up, and very much the blind corners that are very fast. Just to make things even a little bit more challenging. As if things weren't bad enough already, a small mistake could cost you a lot of time, as was demonstrated earlier. Small jump coming out, but you need to make sure that you actually make it into the corner, which Sven is luckily successful in, but he does let the car slide out a little bit too much. That will cost him a little bit of time, but main damage here has luckily been avoided. Pushing up a little bit further.
Easy left.
Easy left coming out.
And hard right.
Now the hard right. Turning into a hard left, so some very tight corners around here. Those are the hairpins that we are getting ourselves involved with.
Medium right. Crest.
Medium right. Try and make up as much time as humanly possible.
Don't cut. Into medium right.
Definitely not an easy job at this.
Left. Crest.
Into medium left. Over the crests. Just such a difficult stage. Look at how incredibly unforgiving this one is.
Slowing crest and hard right to slight left.
Hard right to slight left.
An easy right.
Just pushing the car to the limits.
Into medium right.
Now the medium right, just there's the mistake. I was waiting for it to happen at some point. We'd see a small contact. That was that one then. Shame really to see it go that way. In the end, no big deal. He's not yet. Trying to push and make up as much time as possible here. And you can tell by the cam that we have focused up over on the what's it called? Over on the motion rig. Just shows how incredibly difficult this is. All alone. Definitely not an easy one. Small mistakes being made, but recovering nicely. The most important part. He's so far nailing that. So that's great to see. And then unfortunately going off a little bit too much. It's also all costing us precious seconds after all. But all is good. Recovery will be made. Which is the most important part. Just waiting to go at this the right way. Which has not been easy. Most definitely so far. Easy rides, well, proving to be not so easy rides, but managing through. It's a decent result, I'd say. Hard left, don't cut. Yeah, these don't cut corners, they don't happen as often on this rally here, but usually you'll find something on the inside not working in your favor. And yeah, the posts on the outside were a problem a little bit earlier on. This time around they're better though. Easy left over crest. Just pushing into this faster section of the stage where you can go all downhill. All is good, all is well. Hard left. Coming into place. Medium left. Pushing over those crests now. Jumps coming in. It's very much one of those rallies that just shows how versatile rally can be. Obviously we've picked some very different landscapes for these rallies. We are going to be seeing some snow, asphalt, gravel, some dirt all the way. You get to see a lot of it. Which is pretty awesome to see. Pushing the limits, going over the grass a little bit, but luckily able to keep the car going in the right direction. Hard right coming out and going a little bit over the edge there, but surviving. This is where you're very glad that there's a little bit more to work with and there isn't just a huge cliff on that side. Obviously going downhill for the most part, so we're getting to the lower altitude of things. Hairpin coming in. Trying to get up the throttle as soon as possible in this Junior WRC car, the Ford Fiesta Rally 3 Evo, the one we're in. There's two different versions. You have the 2022 version as well as this one, the 2024 version, which is ever so slightly different, mainly in engine size, and the new one is ever so slightly heavier. This is now the one that people will be using mainly. This is just a newer version and the impact in terms of performance is pretty minimal. In fact, in our league it was pretty even. Some drivers decided to go for the older ones, some decided to go for the newer one. And in the end it all didn't matter too much. Times were pretty even for the majority of things. Hard left coming in. Medium right will follow along soon. This is where we get to push just a little bit harder. Lost the junction. These junctions, you don't really get to see a lot of those in Chile, so you always have to look a little bit more carefully. Where do I need to actually go? Because we'll get to that later. For example, Poland, I actually got lost in one of the stages, costing me a lot of time. And And well, that's definitely not your way you want to be going off this. So for those Sven nailing the 9s, we have to put up a solid time.
And hard right.
Now actually sending the car into the corner a little bit more, as you can see he's getting that confidence in now, which is definitely what he needs. And there's the mistake being made, and he finds himself facing the wrong way. That is not how that should have gone. To find your way back out, but you're not able to see much, but you might actually be stuck against a tree or something. Eventually you make your way back up, but already the damage has been done. It's going to cost you quite the time there. That is not just how you want that to go.
Hard right.
And immediately into the slower corners as it stands right now.
Medium left.
Medium left coming into place.
Crest. And medium right. Hairpin
And
left.
right on the downhill. At one of the lowest parts of the stage, and that corner is a little bit more tight than it looked like it.
Easy right. To hard left. And hard right.
Left side coming around.
To slight left.
Hard right, so for nailing it.
Easy right.
It's looking a little bit better now.
Crest. And medium left.
Crest is into place. Medium left will soon follow along.
Easy left to the crest. And medium right.
And easy left over the crest, but you still need to be careful with those. You can't cut them off too much. That will end up costing you.
Easy left to the crest.
Now pushing up a little bit more.
And medium right.
Getting towards the end of the stage. This is obviously a longer stage than we usually do, costing quite a bit of time if you get just a little bit slower through it. Obviously no time in between, because if you had any time in between, you would be able to repair your case in case anything happened. We're just stuck with the car being damaged as is. Now luckily it's not major damage. We didn't get a puncture, we didn't get
And easy right.
anything that could majorly screw up a race, but still it is the damage done.
Hairpin left.
You will ever so slightly feel. Hairpin coming up next. You can cut across it, but it's best to just kind of pull the handbrake and hope for the best. At least that's my tactic with it anyways. Probably you obviously know what you're doing.
To slight right. Easy left to the crest.
Pushing it up now.
Crest. And easy right. Into easy left.
Coming up to this twisty turns, and this is kind of the end of this race almost, it feels like, but there's still quite a few kilometers to go.
And easy left.
And
Crest.
to imagine that, for example, in Scandia we have a 30
Crest.
kilometer
And easy right.
rally coming up with no vision whatsoever, heavy snow,
Medium left to the
and also
crest.
fully in the dark.
And medium
I've been
right.
pretty evil this time around, as obviously I am the organizer of things. And if you want to get involved into this, make sure you check out the group over on the
Into easy left.
description. Come check it out. Come hang out with us. It would be very fun to see you posting your times. And let us know that you came from here too. Some of the drivers actually did come through this club. That's pretty awesome to see. For example, Riptide, I think it was, the Discord, who's now a prominent member and actually doing way better than me. So I've been thinking about kicking him out for a while, but I've decided to let him stay because I'm friendly like that and I don't mind the competition that much. The more the merrier, so feel free to join in. I'm trying to keep it homely, so feel free to get involved in the chats. If you like the content so far, also make sure you like and subscribe. It would be very much appreciated.
Medium left.
It's a very long stage.
Medium
Takes a
right.
lot of time to prepare this, obviously with the cameras being set up.
Left.
As you also see the nice TV camera around.
Hairpin left.
But definitely one that has been taken care of. Now if you wish to see this in any different way, let us know.
Medium left.
Always trying to look for improvements. You can just see how dirty the back of that car is getting, especially with sand and gravel being thrown up in the air everywhere.
And easy left. Hard right.
Pushing up
Hard left.
the last bits of the stage. It gets a little bit slower here, and also won't have that guarantee. It's a little bit wider through here, I felt like. So you can push and cut the corners a little bit more.
To medium right.
Them being very forgiven.
Slight left. Last junction. Hairpin left.
Now we get into the last sector of the stage, if I may call it that.
And easy right. Into easy left.
Going down in speed a little bit here. Maybe the first gear would have been quicker. 13.14 minutes it is.
Slight right. And hard left.
A hard left
Medium right.
now before he can get to throttling a little bit more. playing with the gas a little bit to send the car sliding in certain directions definitely shows that Sven is that quick learner that he wants it to be. Same with his son, obviously also participating in the club. Putting up some massive lap times sometimes. I think it's actually beaten me in a few stages before. Which for an 11-year-old is definitely not bad at all. Pretty impressive stuff. Hard right coming in. Now pushing the car. Medium right will be coming in. Here comes that swing. Around the corner now you can see a little bit more, and that might allow you to feel a little bit more confident on the sticks. You can see that gate once again, so you know roughly where the stage will lead you. Those visual aids can be very pleasing, especially on such a long stage where you might be getting a little bit tired and a little bit less focused, because I most definitely was here. You keep pushing the car. 14.5 minutes has been reached, and we're obviously aiming for that. Maybe 15:10 as it looks like right now, maybe a little bit quicker actually. So you know obviously how the last part flows, and it's quite forgiving with a little bit of a slalom at the end, but you can basically cut straight through if you get your line right. Lots of spectators coming out to enjoy the show as well, and if you enjoyed the show so far, make sure you reward us with a like and a subscription as we reach that finish in pretty soon. It's not there yet, it's just straight ahead at this point. There it is, the finish coming in, and it's going to be a pretty impressive 15:02. I think that is a pretty decent result in the end there. But obviously we can only tell as soon as we actually hit those standings. In the end, a lot has happened here. But let's have a look at the overview then of all the standings. Horizontal's wins it, followed by Cass, who has been once again in second place. He just can't be beaten there. Joey Adderberg back from back. Big break for him, puts it in P3. With Riptide and Mr. Christopher putting P4, P5 and P6 being split apart by Tor in P4. I finished P7 in the end, very pleased with that. With some other OGs of the server, for example, Michael Syme in P13 in the end. Zoran Spadawin in P10 is an impressive one, especially if you consider that he will be fighting with me later on and actually overtaking me. But no more spoilers for that. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have enjoyed. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'll see you guys next time around as well. Bye-bye.